Hi Gemini, welcome to your November 2023 reading. My name is Kimberly from the Path Illuminated. If you are returning, thank you so much for your support. If you are new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I have been providing monthly energy readings, but my schedule has recently opened up, and I will have a lot more time to dedicate to this channel. So I'm looking forward to providing additional content on a more regular basis. So don't forget to subscribe if you would like to stay up on the happenings of the channel. As I am recording this, it is November 1st. We are well into Scorpio season. We just had Halloween yesterday on October 31st, and Samhain, and today is Dia de los Muertos. So if you celebrate, I hope you're enjoying the season. We just came through a really intense eclipse season. We had the solar eclipse on October 14th, and then the lunar eclipse on the 28th. And not just on an individual level, but it's been very intense collectively and on a global level. There's a lot of terrible, heartbreaking things going on right now, a lot of chaos. So, you know, I hope you're taking care of yourself, Gemini, as well as you can. So this will be a general energy reading for the month of November for the Gemini collective. This is not a personal reading. It is a general reading, so put yourself where you go, take the messages that resonate, leave the rest. If you are interested in a personal reading, I will link all of my information below. The only way to book a personal reading with me is via my website. I will never reach out to you directly to solicit a reading. No legitimate reader will, so just be aware that there are scammers out there. There are imposter accounts. This is my only YouTube account, and all of my other social media accounts are the same, at the Path Illuminated. One word, no special characters, no spaces, no numbers. So just keep yourself vigilant, because the platforms don't really do much to protect us from scammers these days, unfortunately. Having said that, again, this is a general energy reading. So use your discernment, understand that you know yourself and your situation better than anyone else, and trust your own judgment above anyone else. And remember, Gemini, that you do have free will. So what does that mean? That means that if something comes out in the reading, Gemini, that you're not very happy with, remember that you have the power to change your perspective, to change how you deal with another person, to change how you deal with the situation. Energy is fluid. The past, present, and future are all happening simultaneously, and we shift energy and timelines by the way that we show up, by the decisions we make, and by the way that we engage with the world. So keep that in mind. All right, without further ado, let's get started, Gemini. I'm gonna pull 5 cards for the overall energy, and then I'll pull clarifiers, and we'll close it off with an oracle card. Thank you, angel spirits and guides. Please help me in pulling a clear and accurate reading for the Gemini collective for the month of November. What messages do you have, Spirit, for Gemini? What insights, what feedback? What insights do you have for Gemini? Cards came out really quick today. All right. So before I go into it, let me get the clarifying cards out for you, Gemini. All right. Angel, spirits, and guides. Why is the Page of Swords here for Gemini? Why is the Page of Swords here for Gemini? Oh my goodness. All the cards flew. All the cards flew. So let's get this together. All right. Why is the Page of Swords here for Gemini, Spirit? Angel, spirits, and guides. Why is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse? Okay. Why is the Six of Wands here, Spirit, for Gemini? the Two of Wands in reverse here, Spirit, for Gemini? Why is this Ten of Swords here, Spirit? Interesting. All right, I'm gonna pull some extra cards once we get through the initial reading. All right, so Page of Swords, Gemini. This is an air sign, so this is definitely your element, you know, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So what I'm seeing in the month of November for you, Gemini, is that you are starting a new journey. You may have some hesitation. You may have some insecurities about being in this page energy, right? Moving into a different direction, operating in a different way. Perhaps, you know, I think obviously this eclipse season, as I mentioned, has been really intense for all of us. And so I believe that there's been a lot of clarity that has come through for us all individually with regard to how we're showing up, where we may be out of balance, right? Where we may need to rectify certain situations, right? So this is you ready to start brand new, right? To take it upon yourself to start to embody some of the traits of an air sign, right? Of being logical and clear and honest and grounded in your communication. So it's clarified by the Nine of Wands, but it's in reverse. So Nine of Wands is fire, and it's, you know, in the minor arcana, the cards only go up to 10. So when it's upright, this is about coming close to the end of a really challenging, overwhelming situation. It's in reverse. So for me, what I'm seeing is that you may still have much work to do with regard to showing up as this Page of Swords, right? And determining your best path forward is something to keep in mind with this Page of Swords, as this person is looking out and considering how they're going to move forward, right? And there may be some leftover situations that you may be struggling to let go of, which is completely understandable. Now, the next card is the Knight of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. When the Knight of Pentacles is upright, the Knights are cards of action. This is the slowest Knight in the deck. This Knight takes a long time to consider how they move forward, what they're offering, if what they're offering is what's available is grounded and steady. It's in reverse. So you're definitely starting to feel the momentum forward during the month of November. And it looks like it's following your heart. It's following your passion. Now, I don't know if this has to do with work, Gemini. Again, you know yourself and your situation better than anyone else. There is quite a bit of wand energy and sword energy, which can indicate work, but there are cups here as well. So, you know, this could have to do with relationships, not necessarily love. When we talk about relationships, it's not always love. It could be friends, it could be coworkers, it could be family, right? But I'm seeing that after taking a long time to consider how you want to move forward into this new path, you are, during the month of November, going to start realizing that you need to follow your heart. That just focusing on the money, just focusing on your pentacles, right, is not the best way for you to make choices. Now, I do see victory, right? The Six of Wands, another, you know, fire card, right? Fire energy. There's victory waiting for you as you decide to follow your heart, Gemini. Now, there's this Queen of Swords. I don't know if this is someone in your life. I don't know if this is a potential romantic partner. I don't know if this is you, right? Like, if this is you, Gemini, moving from a Page of Swords to a Queen of Swords energy, that's great, right? Like, that's moving from a novice to a queen, right? Which is what you want to see trajectory wise. This could also be somebody in your life. It could be a boss. It could be, you know, a parental figure. It could be a close friend. It could be a potential love match. You put yourself where you go. You're going to have victory in moving towards this Queen of Swords, or with embodying this Queen of Swords energy, right? Whatever it is, what I'm getting is clear, grounded, boundaried communication is the best path to move forward. Now, it's important to keep in mind that when you are following your intuition and you're following your heart, Gemini, right? Even though the cards here are indicating that there is success waiting for you, that does not mean that things are going to be clear. So the Two of Wands, when it's upright, is all about considering your path forward, right? Like, am I going to travel? Am I going to take this job? Am I going to pursue this person? Blah, 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 blah. It's in reverse. So despite the fact that you're choosing to follow your heart, which is fabulous, which is amazing, which the universe is really going to be supporting for you during the month of November, the challenge you're going to face, Gemini, is understanding that just because you can't see the entire staircase does not mean that it's not going to get you where you're going. Let me repeat that. Just because all you can see is the next two steps, and you really, really want to see the entire staircase, the universe is calling you to trust and to have faith. The Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. This is having everything that you want. This is taking care of yourself, loving yourself, you know, being surrounded by people, friends, family that love you, that support you, having everything that you need. In order to get your wishes in this life, Gemini, it's going to require faith in the unseen. Now, the next card, 10 of Swords. Again, the minor arcana only go to 10. You are going to be ending a very painful cycle. A cycle of overthinking, a cycle of questioning yourself, of doubting yourself, of second guessing yourself, of passive aggressive communication, of dealing with individuals that expect you to read their mind, and vice versa, right? You're done with being in situations, whether it's work, love, friendships, family dynamics, that cause you mental conflict. That doesn't mean that these endings are not painful, right? For you, for other people, but it's necessary. And again, once this ends, you're going to feel the momentum forward. This is 2 Knight of Pentacles in reverse. It's going to be time to move forward, but the only way that you can move forward into this new path, Gemini, is trusting your intuition, trusting your heart, following your heart, trusting that where the universe is guiding you is going to actually be successful. And I know as an air sign, right, that can be a challenge because you do want to remain logical, but you actually can, right? Again, the universe is going to show you the next step. The universe is not going to show you the entire staircase, and it is on you, Gemini, to trust your path and to trust your heart to lead you in the right direction. Four of Pentacles. There is financial stability here. So the universe is saying you don't need to worry about money. Again, the Nine of Cups. Again, wish fulfillment. When you follow your heart, when you start trusting your intuition, when you start trusting spirit, you are actually going to finally get everything that you want. Too many cards. A couple cards for Gemini. Seven of Pentacles. The things that you've been investing in are going to bear dividends. The Hierophant. This is a deeper level of commitment. For me, this is really saying to go deeper on your spiritual practices, whether you need to, you know, get a spiritual coach or a guru, or sign up for meditation courses, or read more books, whatever it is, in order for you to continue to better develop this connection to your intuition and to follow your heart, you are going to need to make a deeper commitment to your spiritual practices, which may not be your normal go-to, Gemini, but it's all about balance. And I know air signs want to be balanced. So this is a reminder from Spirit that it's not just about the physical, right? It's also about the spiritual. And if you're lacking, there's nothing wrong with finding a spiritual teacher to help guide you in developing these additional skills. The Lovers, this is your card, Gemini. Now, the Lovers is not just about love and relationships. This is about big decisions, life-changing decisions. But again, I always think it's really important to remind people that our Venus placement in astrology is connected to our life purpose, to our career, to how we make money, to our abundance, to our values, to our love and relationships, right? This is an understanding that when you come into alignment with yourself, when you find internal coherence, when you can balance the physical and the spiritual, when you can balance the 3D with the 5D, when you can balance your intellect with your intuition, it's going to be easier to make these life-changing decisions, and you will start to manifest more abundant opportunities for yourself, Gemini. So I love to see that. Knight of Pentacles, but it's in reverse. Look, it may feel as if, and sometimes, right, this is not something that's actually happening. It's perception. What I believe, Gemini, is that your biggest struggle during the month of November is that believing. You have to believe that if you follow your heart, it's going to lead you in the right direction. It's going to lead you to abundance, and it's going to lead you to success, right? There may be some old ways of thinking, beliefs that you've been taught that have caused you to believe that if you prioritize your heart, that you're going to be broke. And that's just not true. Let's get one more card of advice. Judgment. Spirit is behind you. Spirit is going to help you make the right judgment call. And when you start to make decisions from your heart, when you start to follow your heart, when you start to follow your intuition, this is a reminder that even in those times when you're afraid, when you have fear coming up, when you're triggered, when a lack mentality is triggered, that like, if I leave this job that I hate and I pursue, you know, what I believe I'm supposed to do in this world, or a company that I feel more aligned with, what they're doing, right? I'm afraid that I'm going to lose out financially, but the universe has already said you're financially abundant and stable. So this is a perspective, and the universe is saying like it's going to help you through those fears. And I believe that investing in your spiritual practices and your spiritual learning is actually going to help you get through some of these insecurities and fears that has stopped you in the past from following your heart, Gemini. So I'm going to leave it there, but I'm going to close it out with a card from the Fairy Blessings Oracle. All right, let's see. What do the Fairy Blessing cards have for Gemini? Ooh. All right. The book, A Blessing of the Seelie. Okay. The fairy gift of the benevolence of the God's Seelie Court. A gift from the Seelie Court is yours. The Seelie Court is a place where you are treated with courtesy and honor, respect and grace. To be blessed by the Seelie is to have kindness enter your life. This blessing from the Seelie Court acknowledges the courtesy and respect you have extended to others, and the kindness you have done again and again without thought for what you would receive in return. The Seelie has been observing your goodness, and due to this goodness, you are now receiving a reward. You will find consideration and empathy, understanding and rewards when this blessing comes to you. There could be a small windfall, a little extra of everything, so that suddenly it seems like the universe is supporting you, and that what once was a struggle becomes easier. In the old days, the blessing of the Seelies meant the cow's milk was sweeter and more abundant. The grain grew high in the fields, and babes grew strong in days filled with gentle sunshine. For you, your tender plans and hopes will have every kindness to support them, as the blessing of the court of the Seelie is yours, and with that comes a time of grace and ease, compassion and flow. Yeah, this for me, Gemini, is the universe confirming that they want you to start following your heart, trusting your intuition, trusting spirit. As you do that, yes, it's going to be scary. It's going to be triggering. There will be lots of unknowns that are triggering for you. But as you take those steps, as the steps appear, right, not the whole staircase, the universe is going to continue to bless you in small ways that are going to build from one to the other. So trust your journey during this month, Gemini, and I will see you next time. Bye.